Pelicans are atop the Western Conference. I got a new bottle of whiskey. I got a date lined up this week. That crypto dork got arrested. The Saints didn't lose over the weekend. That's the best news. Everything is coming up Millhouse. There's no bad news in sight.
Thomas, we'll tell him after the intro. Hit the music.
Hey, Ralphie, Andrew, and Dave. All right, I got a little intel. Your Saints Happy Hour podcast? Yeah. It's a joke, all right? And I'll tell you what, you, Ralph, you mispronounce everything, okay? I listen, I go, what the? Does he not know the English language? All right, Ralph, try to get an English class in there every now and then, okay, pal? Hey, Andrew, think you're smart, huh? Think you're smart? You're in big trouble, pal. I eat a piece of shit like you for breakfast. And then, of course, there's Dave. Dave, a little obnoxious? Got a little bit of chip on your shoulder, huh? You gotta cut people down all the time? Is that what you gotta do? But know that life is good. Appreciate it. Do what you do. Keep on keeping on. Shooter out.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. We are live on Twitch. If you aren't, follow us on Twitch. And remember to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour wherever you get your podcast. Smash that like button on YouTube. Also, become an annual patron at patreon.com/saintshappyhour.com, and you get 2 months for free. We have a limited edition Boys Are Back Cup as a gift for all new annual patrons at any level. You should do it. And remember, if you're watching us on the live stream, and you should be, we are doing the MVP contest for people who watch and donate or subscribe during the live stream. Anyone who donates any amount during the show each week gets entered into a drawing at the end of the year for a Saints Happy Hour t-shirt and a Smoke Monday t-shirt. The person who donates the most each week gets entered into our drawing for 2 Saints game tickets in 2023. And the person who donates the most each week gets to have a 30-second video of themselves giving their Saints hot take played the following week. Thomas, do we have any videos for this week?
We do have a video from Hatchet John.
Right.
Speaking of which, Saints Rabbit, thanks for 1,000 bits. And also Hatchet John already gave us 500 bits this show. Real Uncle Mitty, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub, and Saints Rabbit for 100 bits.
That cup is already full. We might overflow this bad boy by the end of the show, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, that's a
the
challenge.
people that are sticking with us and subscribing when the Saints are 4-9, you're the real ones. You're the real ones. We know it. I'm drinking Tears of a Falcon, courtesy of Nikolai, for Falcons Hate Week.
Same.
This beer is tremendous. This is the best one he's gotten yet. He always sends us great stuff. This beer
really is good.
Tremendous.
It really is.
He
knocked it out of the park this time.
knocked it out of the park. And because he's such a nice guy.
Nikolai, I'm not messing with you. Like, seriously, this is the best one
Beautiful.
you've done. It's
Well,
really
this
sending
one,
cards.
this one he said when he came out, he came by the store this week and dropped it off, so I got a chance to talk to him. By the way, Nikolai's getting married.
Whoa.
I
Congratulations,
think maybe this week or next week. It's
I
coming up.
love that it's like the week of his wedding, and he
Yes.
thinks of us, and he's sending us beer.
Great point.
I mean, where
So,
the rest of you? Where's your dedication to this podcast? I mean, Nikolai
That's right.
falls to the top.
Well, he's not dedicated enough. Yeah.
Congratulations to him and his soon-to-be bride. He said this time he upped the. I think it was. What was it? What was the fruit in this that he? What did you say, Andrew? What do we think was in this beer? I don't remember because I threw away the thing that he wrote down.
Was it like?
I appreciated the
cardamom
handwritten
or some
note to the
weird
cripple,
stuff?
Nicholas, to remind me to put it in the refrigerator for 2 days so it doesn't explode like a beer bomb.
Yeah, and then but also, I mean, but he goes he goes the extra. Yeah, and he goes the extra mile because he's got the label. He's got the double label. He's got the regular label on the body of the bottle, but then he's also got the extra label on the neck, and then he also has
Here's
the
the
Falcons
Falcon, the Hate Week
logo, upside down logo printed on the bottle cap. And I asked him how he did that, and he has them custom made. He has these bottle caps custom made just for this. So you want to talk about dedication?
Where's my shipment?
He you don't drink beer. You only drink
Don't
whiskey.
drink beer.
Whiskey.
And then wait.
Fine. Somebody with a still make me a bottle of whiskey, please.
There you go.
I'm actually double fisting too. I am also drinking a little. Four roses single barrel. Good stuff.
That is good stuff.
Nikolai, thanks again. This is just tremendous.
Nikolai also
Monday card, yeah.
Well, yeah, Kevin, you finish, and then I want to say something else.
Drinking new bottle this week, High West Double Rye.
Ooh, High West is good. That's good. I've had
that'll put some hair on.
I've had beers aged in High West barrels, Ballast Point.
It seemed like you were also double fisting. Did I see something in a cup?
That's just the beer.
Is it that? It's that dark?
Well, no, this glass is like translucent. It makes everything look weird. But he also gave me, I think Ralph gave you some playing cards. He gave me a Deuce Watts,
Chris Olave.
I didn't know they had
and a Damian Clark LSU card. Just tremendous.
Nice.
He gave me a Smoke Monday card, and it's got Smoke Monday's autograph on it. It is official Smoke Monday. The authenticity of this autograph is guaranteed by Leaf Trading Cards. I want to show everybody Smoke Monday's autograph. It's not really an autograph so much as just him writing his name in letters.
Yeah, so basically, like all you super fans out there that think you're the greatest fan of our podcast, like, sorry, Nick is ahead of you. And you're going to have to one-up him. He sent us trading cards. My son got a Stingley rookie card, Derek Stingley rookie card.
Wow.
And he's pumped about. I gave it to my son. Nick sent it to me. But, like, the beers, I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable that he would do that for us.
If you want to one-up
that's greater than any kind of
donation. If you want to one-up Nikolai, you can take me out to a round of golf at your private country club.
Followed by dinner at...
I would accept that.
So I was like, it's the bye week. The Saints are terrible. We can't talk about playoffs and different things that we had talked about the last 5 years. I was like, the bye week, this is going to be a slow news week. What are we going to talk about? It's going to be like the doldrums in the offseason. And then all hell breaks loose. And listen, the Saints 2022 season of pain everywhere, Andrew, it wouldn't be complete without Roger Goodell inserting himself into some bogus made-up nonsense. The NFL announced they fined the Saints $550,000 for delaying the game by having Cam Jordan fake an injury. This is dumber than Bountygate, and somehow dumber than 2020 when the NFL fined the Saints for celebrating in the locker room after a win and took away a draft pick, but didn't do it to anybody else. I give you Delaygate. The NFL alleged Cam Jordan faked an injury after the Saints forced Tampa to punt. How does this make any sense?
I don't even remember this. I don't remember him.
It was.
I didn't either, man.
It's fourth down here, so it's fourth and change. And look, Tom Brady's like, we're going for it. Here's
Cam he was
Jordan.
up, and then he just went. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's definitely guilty.
It looks suspect.
Yes, that definitely.
But Cam Jordan says he's going to get Morris Bart. He's going to sue the NFL for 3 times the damages he felt put upon. He said, "I got the evidence of my swollen foot and a ruined bye week because I had to get treatment."
Well,
so Cam is
Tampa punted on the other side of that.
Yeah,
and in hindsight, like, I wish they had gone for it.
Oh,
because if we stop them there, we probably win the game.
Right. So we got screwed and we get fined.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm disappointed in the NFL. No draft picks were taken away. No coaches were suspended. I gotta say, like, this is weak sauce. Like, if you're gonna drop the hammer on us, come on. Like, I want to see millions of dollars. Like, what was it? Like $500,000? That's chump change.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Like, I thought
Andrew,
the NFL
stop giving them ideas. What the hell is wrong with you?
They didn't even take any draft picks away.
No, Dave, hang on, man. No, Mr. Goodell, Hair Goodell.
Shut up, Your Highness.
Hair Goodell.
May I have really what you should have done? You should have suspended the head coach for the rest of the season.
The GM.
That is an appropriate punishment. This thing is coached this is from the top down. It is from the head guy on the sideline.
We were
Dennis
so
Allen
bad.
should have
Punish
been
us.
suspended
Yeah.
for about 4 weeks.
We really screwed up.
Okay? You really dropped the ball on us, sir.
Throw the book at us.
I think half the fan base wants Andy Dalton suspended for this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I don't think it was a nefarious plot by the Saints, because Cam Jordan was very strong worded, and I didn't get the chance to get his sound because it came out too late. Thomas was already asleep in the middle of the night in Poland. But the NFL wouldn't do this to anybody else, Andrew. Anyone else. This is strictly Goodell in a smoking jacket with a cigar in his basement, drinking a scotch, on the phone in New York, saying,
in that chair. We've seen that chair.
I haven't screwed the Saints over yet in 2022. I need to get my fix. Get them.
I can barely even respond to this because Saints Rabbit,
Jesus,
Tiger Saint. They're filling our cup.
Thank you.
Can we get
it's a race, guys?
It's
the race is on.
It is.
We're raising money. We're trying to cover the Saints' fine for this.
If you are listening to the audio only version of this later, support the show. We need you now more than ever. And by the way, it's because of donations and patrons that my internet was out tonight. I'm working off my hotspot, and without Thomas here running the show back in Poland, tonight's show, it ain't gonna happen. So keep supporting the show so we can just keep the train rolling. That's why it happens, because of patrons. So continue.
Show the
and you want me to switch to AT&T, and you've got problems, and you want me to switch to AT&T.
Oh, there's.
What did you say, Andrew?
Look at the cup.
Contention.
Look, whoa. These bits are
going flying out. I
yeah,
know.
we gotta keep
That's very
those
wasteful.
bits. They're hitting Zach Streif in the head.
A point of contention here.
Or Zach is concussed by your donations.
I want to see what
going
happens
in the blue tent.
Yeah, I want to see what happens when this cup fills up. I feel like Thomas created this graphic or this GIF or whatever this is, and I bet you he didn't think this cup would ever fill up, and there's no
cup runneth over.
Hit again.
Cup runneth over.
No surprise, Streif was unable to catch that one either.
So
we'll answer for that one later. Yeah. Point of contention, Ralph. The NFL did fine the Bengals and safety Jesse Bates for doing the same thing this week.
Not as much though, right?
It doesn't say how much he fined. It doesn't say how much he fined the Bengals.
I bet you Mike Brown sent them a telegram, and he was like, "You'll get that money from my cold, dead hand." So the other news for the Saints that broke, Dave, over the weekend, Jeff Duncan is back on his bullshit. Duncan wrote a column that Payton would be open to returning to the Saints depending on which NFL jobs open. And the same people that hate my delusional optimism about the Saints still being alive for the playoffs, and they find that annoying, the delusional optimism that Payton will return to the Saints, they're like, inject that into my veins right now. Same people.
I actually thought about this possibility a few weeks ago, and shame on me for never bringing it up. So I can't really take credit for it. But first of all, we definitely want Sean Payton to return to coaching next year because, like we discussed in earlier podcasts,
either way, right?
Either way, yes, because otherwise, if he sits out another year, then he's not under contract anymore, and we get diddly poo. So we need him to coach in next year. If it's not for us, then hopefully we get whatever compensation.
Yeah, I feel like Sean Payton is Bitcoin. We need to cash out now.
Yeah,
like if we wait a year,
who knows?
It's gonna be worth nothing.
It's game.
So they gotta cash out in January.
Yeah,
like I definitely feel like
he's a meme. He's a meme stock. So, but then the other thing is, look, my opinion on this is I don't think Jeff Duncan puts this out there unless either one, Sean Payton himself tells him to put it out there, or two, somebody close to Payton is telling him.
Well, here's the thing I
think it's a real possibility, and I think it makes total sense.
Well, before we get into that, I want to give people a peek.
Can I give a source comment?
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to give people before I set you up, Andrew, with that. I want to give people a peek behind the curtain in a sense of when we had Connor Payton on the program, friend of the program, right? He's been great. I think we've had him on twice. He's been a patron. He's been amazing. We love Connor. But when he first wanted to come on, when you were talking to him, he's like, "Oh, I'd love to come on, but I got to clear it with people." And he had to clear it with people with the Saints and go through the proper channels. They were like, "Cool, you can go on that little podcast, whatever." I'm just saying, Andrew, there is no way that whoever talked to Jeff Duncan didn't clear it with Sean Payton. No way. The Saints knew about it. It got run through the proper channels before somebody went chit-chatting with Jeff Duncan about Sean Payton and where he's going to coach next year.
Right.
Had to go through the proper channels.
And so as people in the chat like Bud Rich are insinuating or saying outright, I guess maybe, is that being true, is this Sean Payton trolling Jeff Duncan? Is he having Jeff Duncan put this out there knowing that none of it's true and just trying to make Jeff Duncan look stupid? Is there an ulterior motive to this? Is it the truth? I don't know. Andrew is going to give us his informed sources opinion here, but I look. The point is I.
But Dave doesn't want to hear that. He just wants to keep rambling.
I just want I want Sean Payton to come back.
Shut up.
I'm one of those people that's going to live in delusional optimism. My feeling is like Sean Payton comes back if he's allowed to blow the whole thing up, as far as, DA's gone, Carmichael's gone or whatever, he gets to choose a new quarterback. I think the way things have played out for the Saints this year,
he could have done all of that without leaving, Dave.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. You kind of have to you have to kind of let things play out and prove to maybe certain people that, hey, maybe you still need me. I don't know.
Andrew, give us your sources, and I like your theory about why this happened.
Yeah, I want to hear what Andrew has to say.
So first of all, when this came out, I immediately texted everyone I knew, and just to get everyone's take. And you guys probably what 90% of my sources are, and I texted all of them one by one, and all of them were kind of categorically. I hate to be the bearer of this news, but they were all like, Sean's not coming back. Just so you know, Sean is not coming back. Period. End of story. So, Thomas, you can check the timestamp on this. You can record this, save this clip. You can play
Tomas,
when Sean
check
Payton
the timestamp on this.
When Sean Payton comes back and he's coaching the Saints again, and you guys can all mock me, you can play this again. But what I have been told is that Sean Payton categorically is not coming back. So why would he do this? And I have a couple thoughts.
Well, to raise his
first of all, I think if he plants the seed that he might stay with the Saints.
Yeah.
That immediately tells teams, you better pay more than his contract worth. You better make him an offer that he can't refuse. So he's kind of setting the market for himself, and that's part of re-entering the league and starting that process. And so I think it's really that. But I will say this. And from what I've been told, Sean was asked about the article, and he played stupid. That's what I was told.
Of course he did.
So he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even know that article was out there. So, but I mean, yeah, I think it's fair to assume.
Come back, Sean.
That he knows that article was put out there. Or he gave it a stamp of approval, right? So I don't know who the source is, but here's my thing. If Sean allowed that to go out there, that is filthy. That is really, really, really dirty.
Poor Dennis Allen, man. Stabbed him back the bus over him. Jesus.
I mean, that is just whack that he would do that, Dennis Allen.
All right. You guys have weighed in. Now it's my turn to weigh in. It could be the middle of freaking June at high noon, and Jeff Duncan could tell me the sun's outside, and I'd still have to go look out my window to make sure. I wouldn't trust that guy with anything, let alone a coach that despises him, feeding him accurate information about what he wants to do.
Yeah, but Kevin, the only thing I'll say about that is over the last 2 years, and Jeff Duncan missed the Sean Payton staying thing royally, no doubt. But I also believe that Jeff does have a direct pipeline to Sean. I mean, that's undeniable.
No, he's got a pipeline, but it's like you said, there's somebody feeding him some info to get something out there that Sean wants. It's, hey, Sean, we're gonna feed this to the Moop, Jeff Duncan, and we're gonna let him run with this, and we're gonna tease that so we can make some people think blah 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 blah. And Peyton's like, yeah, whatever. I don't need to know anything. Just give me plausible deniability. Talk to whoever.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I know who Jeff Duncan's source is, and I'm not going to say it on the air, but if you want to DM me, if you're a patron, DM me in the chat, and I'll tell you who I think it is.
Here's the thing that this, Dave, convinces me 100% of, and I've been saying this, and Andrew's been agreeing with me, is Sean Payton, wherever he goes to coach, it ain't about the quarterback. It ain't about the culture. It ain't about the owner. It is about dollar bills.
It's about making it rain.
He wants to blow the market up for coaches, and that is why he did that. He wants 20 plus million. I'm talking maybe 25 million. And this is a thing to teams. Hey, if you want me, I might go back to the Saints. You're going to have to pay me. Like that's what this was.
100%.
That's what it was.
100%. Hey, by the way, like the donations tonight, can we get a quick update, Thomas, on where we're at? Because
wait, hold on. I'm not done. Wait, I'm just going before we leave the Sean Payton
a quick
topic.
Break. Let's take a quick break, and you can go back to it.
Because I'm gonna forget. I've been drinking.
Fucking get a notepad and write it down. You can wait 5 seconds. Thomas, give us an update.
Lots of love tonight, guys. Thanks a lot. Tiger Saint is in the lead, 4,500 bits. Second place, Hatchet John, 3,200, and Saints Rabbit with 3,100 bits in the third place.
You guys are awesome. Guys are awesome.
All right.
Continue, Dave.
I know that, of course, Sean Payton would love to get paid tons of money and be, break records, whatever, for coaching salary, but I think that this story comes out and this is to the benefit of Mickey Loomis and the franchise as well. So you're looking at it from Sean Payton trying to get trying to up the ante. I look at it also as the Saints trying to up the cost, as far as like draft picks. Like Mickey Loomis wants this to go out there because
that's true. I mean,
Mickey Loomis wants to go out there because he wants teams to think, not only do we need to pay Sean Payton a lot of money, or otherwise he's going to stay with the Saints, but we also need to give up maybe a lot of draft capital, which again goes back to what I've been saying: 2 first-round draft picks, or get the hell out of here. Don't talk to me. Mickey's not even going to answer the phone unless it's 2 first-round draft picks.
What's interesting about that is that if Mickey planted this, DA would probably be down with it. He's like, yeah, sure, leak it. Yeah, tell people Sean wants my job back.
Give me picks. I need a quarterback bad.
I need 2 first-round picks.
I need 2
badly.
Badly, yeah. No kidding. The one thing I will say.
Hang on. Dennis Allen going to Mickey Loomis's office and saying, yeah, absolutely, leak that out. I absolutely need 2 first-round draft picks for the future. That's like Fredo in Godfather 2 getting ready to go out on the boat with Michael's kid. Like, oh, hey, we're going to go and catch some fish today. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. The boss said he needs his son back here. Carlo will go out with you. on the boat, Fredo. Don't worry about it.
And then
that's what that is.
Dennis Allen, is he in the boat? He's not saying the Hail Mary. He's probably like looking at his call sheet.
Dennis Allen's absolutely saying the Hail Marys while the gun's getting put to the back of his head.
I'm telling you though, man, the NFL is, in case you forgot, is a freaking ruthless business. And I was shocked to see that report, mostly because I was like, man, Sean Payton really allowed that to go out there and did Dennis Allen like that. I mean, I was like, ooh,
just absolutely just
freaking ruthless, man.
Just shivved him.
They're supposed to be friends.
Him in the back.
Yeah.
In the back, man.
Unreal.
The only concern that I have, Dave, is your point of like you want the 2 first. I all want the 2 first. We want the best deal the Saints can get, obviously. My only concern is this a ploy where like the back channels for Sean and his agent, it isn't as fertile as they want, and they're trying to like goose the market, get things moving. That would be my only concern.
That's another aspect to this whole thing, in addition to maybe trying to get more draft picks and getting Sean Payton more money, is I think they're trying to they're stirring it up. They're churning it up. They're seeing what
though I do think, Kevin, I see NFL writers, I've kept a running total of it. It's 7 different ones where they just mention, they're like, y'all are talking about the different coaches. Nathaniel Hackett, one of them mentions like the Sean Payton sweepstakes is where it's at.
Yeah.
There's chatter, I think, among NFL reporters that like there's going to be, I'm hoping like more surprise firings than normal on Black Monday. Like maybe there's this undercurrent of teams that like the owners are talking out of school and being like, I am going to fire that jerk off into the sun and back up the truck for Sean Payton. And it's names that we're not even considering that'll come loose on Black Monday because that owner is like, I just want an excuse to get rid of this guy.
Ready to do it. Miami was ready.
Here's the thing. Here's the other thing.
How can you not?
If Sean Payton stays with the Saints, they would have to pay him a record sum of money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if that happens, well, the light died. If that happens, Sean Payton is then setting a precedent that goes across the entire league that owners are going to have to start paying their coaches more money.
Yep.
So, again, it's advantageous to leak that out. Like, okay, Peyton's going to want, the rates are going up for everybody. Screw it. Let's get him at that slightly lower asking price because he's a great coach instead of waiting for the Saints to jack up the rate for him. And then we got to pay some schlub $3 or $4 million more than we would have wanted.
Sean Payton is a Super Bowl winning coach. How often does something like that
not even that
become available?
Andrew, yes. I mean, but that's exactly what I was going to say. But not even the Super Bowl winning coach. First of all, he should be a multi Super Bowl winning coach. 2018, yeah. Bill Vinovich.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, like, he's just proven like he can change. He's like the Willie Fritz of the NFL. Wherever he goes, he's gonna change.
But can we mute Dave? Mute him, Thomas. Mute Dave.
Here's the thing,
he's gonna make you a winner. No. I'm being serious. Like
Shut up.
Sean Payton is like a generational. When you talk about quarterbacks and generational talent quarterbacks, when you talk about basketball, Zion, generational talents like that, Sean Payton is a generational coach. Like,
well, not only that, Dave, though, but most
2 first-round draft picks. Are you listening to me?
All other Super Bowl winning coaches, they come with a little bit of baggage because they got fired from their previous job.
Yeah,
right.
You don't have coaches that just retire and are on. Like, Sean Payton's unblemished. He looks as good as he ever has because the moment he left, the Saints fell apart.
Right, no, I would say his stock is even higher because he's stuck right now.
I will say this for you, Dave, and all the people that pine for Sean Payton to come back, even though Andrew has told us it's not going to happen. Coaches that leave their original team where they have all the success and come back around and come back, it doesn't work well. The history of the guy who won, left, and came back, that history is bad. The only one that kind of succeeded was Joe Gibbs, and he wasn't that great. But I guess if you consider that he was working for Daniel Snyder, getting the Redskins to the playoffs,
That's fine. I'll take a new coach and 2 first-round draft picks. That's fine.
Yeah, but Budrich is screaming from the rooftops in our chat that he wrote a Substack on this. He is very anti Sean Payton coming back, and look, and shout out to Budrich, great supporter, inferior supporter to Nick, but just barely under Nick. Just barely under. Beard. But no, I'm just kidding. But no, listen, but not really. But I think. I think this, like, when I look at the Saints and I look at Sean Payton and just Mickey Loomis is gonna milk this. Like, That's is there any doubt that Mickey Loomis, this is his ace in the hole? Like, and when they're, I don't know how the season's gonna end. Maybe they win a couple more, but what, 5-12, 6-11? Like, that's where the Saints are gonna end up, and the fans are gonna be pissed. And everyone's going to want Dennis Allen fired, and he may come back, he may not. But at the end of the day, what are we going to care the most about? We're going to care about what the team looks like next season. And if you get 2 first-round picks,
Jesus,
all of our stuff just fell out of the cup, Thomas. What's going on here?
Cajun Sands from Dubai. Kaboom!
From the top row, 5,000 bits.
But it fell out of the cup.
There's no way this cup runs over. I guarantee you, there is no way that the bits fall out of this cup.
Poor planning from Thomas.
I feel like we need a sweeper to come up and pick up the bits that fell out and put it back in. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I just... Like, you may be mad at Mickey Loomis. You may hate his most recent personnel decisions. You may partially blame him for how the season went. Most of you are hating on Dennis Allen. I feel like Andy Dalton is like, they're like 1A and 1B of who you blame. And Mickey Loomis is a clear number 3 on where the fan base is at right now in terms of who they're blaming. But this is what Mickey Loomis was born for. Was to fight with other GMs about what the draft comp should be for Sean Payton.
Yeah, and listen,
he's gonna milk this for all that it's worth.
We'll be honest. Kevin, we need an infusion of hope and nothing. And I mean, because they're not going into playoffs, they're not winning the South, even though they're mathematically still alive. We'll get to that.
They're the worst team in the worst division ever.
But here's the thing, Kevin. When the breaking news siren plays and we announce that the Saints got a first and a third or a first and a second, and you fire up the Kevin Mock Draft channel in Discord, all the negativity about the offseason, all the fear will go away. Because we'll be like, we are back in the game, baby. We got the Chargers, we got the Cardinals, whoever. We got their pick. We got the 18th pick in the draft. We got the 18th pick. We got the 62nd pick. We are ready to roll. We are back at it, and we will be fired up right again. I think the Sean Payton situation is actually critical for our happiness in the offseason. Like we got to get, maybe not the Dave deal of the 2 firsts, but we got to get something real nice.
Kevin,
I don't know why you got to be hard-nosed about this, Ralph. Normalize 2 first-round draft picks. Stop talking. You're like
normalize Marcus 2 first, man.
You're like an abuse victim. You're making excuses and you're like trying to talk yourself out of it. Like no. We deserve 2 first-round draft picks, and we are worth that, if not more, and nothing.
I deserve 2 functioning arms, Dave, but I ain't got it.
Kevin, if we get 2 first-round picks out of Sean Payton, I know you want to trade down.
Yeah.
How many 3rd-round picks can you get out of 2 firsts? And what does that do to your mock draft in the offseason?
Brother, Brother, here's the thing. During last week's show, I was so depressed. I tried doing a mock draft during the show last week, and I was disappointed because I can only do the first 2 rounds, which, kind of F's over the Saints because they only got the 1. And you can't really do anything with it. But you give me 2 first rounds heading into next year, I will do everything in my power to get 15 draft picks in the 2023 draft. Okay? I will get 15 picks.
I think Kevin's dream is to trade everything the Saints have in the draft and somehow have pick 1 through 32 in the 4th round. All 32 4th round picks. It's
the opposite. We're going to call it the anti-Ditka. It's the bizarro anti-Ditka.
Listen, when the movie Draft Day came out starring Kevin Costner, I held out hope that what was going to happen was Costner knew he was going to get fired regardless and was just going to completely keep trading down and trading down and trading down until he traded out of the draft entirely, but set up the team to have a shit ton of draft picks in the years to come and would thus cement his legacy and all that other kind of stuff. And no, instead it just ended up being some weird, I traded down, but I got this guy I wanted, then I got this guy I wanted, and everything worked out just fine. Whatever. Show some guts, Hollywood. Show some guts. Give me a guy willing to trade out of the whole year and stockpile for the future. That's what I want.
I also just want to be clear when I say 2 first-round picks. I mean like a 2023 first-round pick and a 2024 first round. I
want to say draft day is a crime against cinema. That it's just
you can trade that 2024 first.
You can, yes.
And you could load back in 2023.
Sure. Yeah. By the way, Philadelphia has the Saints 2024 second. In case you were thinking of tanking for Caleb Williams, and the Saints can pick first in 2024, Philadelphia would have the 33rd pick. Just so we're clear.
There's a question in the chat that I want to read real quick. This is from Moses Leads DA Way. He wants to know, do you guys trust
Leads the way.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah.
You've got Dennis Allen on the break.
Sorry. I've had too many tears of a Falcon, apparently. He wants to know, do you guys trust DA to assemble a staff that can coach up a rookie QB that falls to them in the middle of or to the late first round? So I
got 2 answers. You want the short answer or the long answer?
You go, Dave. Go ahead. I'll take, please, the short. For God's sake, please give us the short.
All right. Short answer, no.
I do. Because here's the thing, Dave.
Long answer.
No. I do, because he fired Curtis Johnson. The receiver coach has done an amazing job developing Olave Garden and Andrew, your UDFA son, Shaheed. That was a great hire. He hired Doug Marrone, kind of promoted Streif. The offensive line is better. I kind of trust DA to hire pretty good assistants. He just needs to hire somebody at offensive coordinator who wants the job.
Here's the thing, the Saints developing
quarterback.
The Saints developing a quarterback, it's not going to be DA, right? It's going to be the offensive coordinator. He's going to trust whoever's on his staff to figure that out. So the honest answer is I don't know, because it's not really. I mean, DA has to nail the hire, but it's ultimately up to the hire.
Yeah. So speaking of the actual games, the Saints still have 4 games left. Kevin, should the Saints, all the dudes that are injured, Pete Werner, Lattimore, am I missing, or is there anybody else that I'm not thinking of? Winston, should these guys, Kevin, should they play? Should the Saints be
is Winston injured? Jameis 1 seems to think he's healthy and ready to go.
So
he's
should
immortal,
the Saints,
man, according to James
should
101.
the Saints shelve Lattimore and be like, come back in 2023? Or should they be like, no, we're mathematically alive. Come back, play these last 4 weeks. What should they do with all the guys missing?
I mean, the Jameis one is a lot easier because we know that there was talk of him trying to come back and it wasn't happening. So I feel like we got a better read on that.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones, I don't know. Like, part of me is like, bring them back for 1 week just to see what they got and then go from there. But I don't know. I am leaning more toward keeping everybody on the bench, getting the second or third guy up and seeing what they're doing. Because, hey, some of these guys are going to be playing for a roster spot for next year, whether it's with the Saints or somebody else.
What's more likely, Dave? Marshawn Lattimore actually plays again?
You're going to shoot your dick off.
Or he's just going to spend the rest of 2022 season in a bathtub on Airline Highway because somebody stole his kidney.
What's more likely, that he plays?
I don't think anyone wants to steal that kidney, Ralph.
No, I don't think I think he's done. I think he's getting shelved. I think a lot of players are going to be getting shelved at this.
Did you guys see that Josh Andrews got cut today? That's good news for McCoy, maybe.
McCoy?
Yeah.
That's right. Good.
Anyway, no, I don't think you're going to see.
You don't think that? I mean,
I don't know.
I think that, Andrew, that points to like the dudes, like the Saints are like, we're still alive. Come on back and play. Like, I think they're all going to come back, good or bad.
Yeah. No, that's like Homer Simpson chasing
for Dennis Allen
in that one episode. It's still good. It's still good. No, they're out. They're out. They may not be mathematically out, but they're out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I tend to differ on this.
This is like pre-podcast. Ralph is like going through the scenario of how everybody in the NFC South could be tied at 6-9 by Christmas.
Well,
and
no, it's not that I believe in that. It's not that I believe in that. It's just until you're mathematically eliminated as a football team, you do everything you can to win.
No, it's about you got to do everything humanly possible to beat the goddamn Falcons. Yeah, all hands on deck. It's the freaking Falcons.
Yeah, correct. No,
suit up and play. God-damn it.
Yeah, right. Shoot up.
That's my attitude.
Get the shot.
Dave, do you support that?
Yeah, the Falcons. Yes.
I mean, it's Falcons hate week, for God's sakes. We have a beer to commemorate it.
Yes,
we do. Speaking of the bye week,
there you go.
Go ahead, Dave. Give me your thoughts.
No, I was telling you to talk into the mic.
Oh, I was gonna say, Kevin. Thomas has something extra special for us, even though we didn't have a game because it's a bye week. He has something extra special for the hotline. Do you have the hot take of the week script ready to go?
Of the week.
Yes, I do.
I also want
to hear. It's time for this week's hottest take of the week. On the hotline, sponsored by JLD Hot Sauce and Knives. If you want award-winning hot sauces like Boot Jalokia or Reaper Madness Special Reserve, go to www.jldsharpsauce.com. They also have incredible jellies such as palm and pepper. And they have an incredible selection of handmade knives for cooking, hunting, and outdoor needs. Go check out the Zombie Killer Quartering Cleaver and tell me it's not the best damn quartering cleaver you ever saw in your entire life. Don't you lie in front of Jesus. Jerry Embler, Jerry, is a tremendous supporter of Saints Happy Hour.
He's the best.
So we are asking you to support the good people who support Saints Happy Hour. Go to www.jldsharpsauce.com to get the best hot sauces and knives at the best prices anywhere. Use promo code Saints Happy Hour, all one word, and get 10% off. That's www.jldsharpsauce.com, promo code Saints Happy Hour.
Thomas has a sneak peek of the best of the Saints Happy Hour hotline from 2022.
Why is that quality so terrible? It does not sound like that on my phone.
Is that correct, Thomas?
I was talking about Andrew playing, but yeah, I do. Thanks to Tiger Saint in the meantime for 300 bits. Can I play it?
Give us an MVP update before you fire off the hotline.
Damn, Cajun Sands came up strong as always. He's soundly in the lead, 10,000 bits.
Woo!
Second place, Tiger Saint. Like, this might break the record. This might break the cup, guys.
Wow.
Well, what's the all-time record for most donations in a show, Thomas?
I think this is it, right? By Cajun Sense, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, collectively as a group, this is our best show.
That too, yeah.
Happy holidays.
Oh, Saints from the top row.
Oh my gosh.
He overtakes Cajun Sense by 100 bits.
Wow.
And here we go. But Thomas, the hotline's the best of. Play the people.
This is a sneak peek. After the season ends, I'm going to have a whole version of Best of Hotline. It's going to be, I think, more than 10 minutes long, and it's going to be epic, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
It's time for this week's hottest takes from the Saints Happy Hour Hotline.
I wasn't worried at all. And you guys that were asking for Andy Dalton, you just have no faith. You need to have faith in your team. I knew this was going to happen.
Dude's full of shit. I swear if Jameis Winston comes out after this game in his presser and says, I'm going to do better, I'm going to be better one more time, I'm going to punch somebody in the face.
Hello, lads. I'm calling you from London, England about that game we had down there with the Vikings and the Saints down there in Tottenham Stadium. This team's gone completely tits up. They're awful. It's terrible. I can't even believe I'm even thinking about these boys right now. It's making me so mad to think about it. They came to London, came all the way over here, pissed me off. Makes me so mad. Piece of shit. I can't believe it.
Cincinnati. Joe Burrow. Eli Apple. This game. The fact that I care so much about this game and this team. And Pete Carmichael for f***ing this game up. I am so mad right now. I just want to hit something. I want to hit it hard. And it irritates me that I care this f***ing much. And I got to go before I start crying because I am so mad right now. That's how mad I am.
Hey, did your team just lose its Hall of Fame coach and do a sham of a coaching search? Does your team have no quarterback for the present or the future? Did your team trade a top 5 pick who needs a quarterback next year? Is your team ravaged by injuries? Does your defense give up a ton of big plays and can't tackle worth a shit? And is your team last in turnover ratio? If this is your team, there's help. Just call 1-800-BAD-TEAM. That is 1-800-BAD-TEAM. Mike Ditka is right there waiting to take your call. Oh, love whoa, oh, love whoa.
There ain't no way that Ralph made it to that game. Did his flight get canceled, delayed? If he was there, some of this, Ralph. Maybe you've turned it, man. Maybe you've turned the tide, baby.
Hey, guys. I'm a big fan of the show here. Kind of wanted to call in and see what we need to do to get Dennis Allen fired. I mean, I can orchestrate something, plant something on them, so they can, just go ahead and get a reason to fire him, man. We need him gone.
Oh, hey, it's McVay again. Oh, this is so horrible. 4 losses in a row. I'm a fraud. I'm a hack. I can't cut it anymore. Goodell won't take my phone calls. He's just left us out to dry. I don't know how to actually coach. Oh, God damn it. This isn't better help. Shit.
Like, man, bro, I never want anyone to lose a job. But Dennis Allen, if it's not on there on Monday, bro, if it's not there, Tuesday, if he's not fired, we need to all march down on the airline and storm the building. Storm the building like they stormed the Capitol. It's some bullshit. Y'all show pretty cool though, man. Have a good one.
I think what I think we need to do every summer. We always do a bracket. I think every summer the tradition should be we do a bracket of the top 16 voicemails that we get every year, and we do that every single summer. And then that'll promote people from leaving us funnier, better voicemails.
Hey, so while that was going on, Tiger Saint dropped a 10K donation. 10,000 shamrocks. My God, man.
He crushed the party, man.
I still see that cup is still not full. There's no way that cup runs over. I know it. I know that cup does not run over.
It's amazing, and thank you. We appreciate it, guys. We need this. We need the support. The community can keep growing, and like we can do amazing, fun stuff. I'm talking to some people. We're trying to plan the live show for 2023.
Tiger Saints got that dog in him.
He does.
That dog in him.
He got that dog in him.
So
do we have a Kevin Love update? You got a date coming up?
Yeah, do you have a Love update, Kevin?
Did I hear that in the intro? You've got a date with a lady?
Before we get to questions.
You know, my 12-year-old son has a girlfriend, by the way. He's in 7th grade, so his love life might be going better than Kevin's, depending on how he answers this question.
He's 12. He's got a girlfriend? Really? Is that a thing? What is he, 7th grade? Is he 7th grade or 6th grade?
7th grade.
Jesus.
I thought Sean Payton shivving Dennis Allen was bad. Andrew just took out the sharp knife and went at Kevin. Jesus.
Hello, fellow teenagers. How do you do?
Hey, Henrik. How are you? Hey, Karsten.
How you doing? It's your Uncle Kevin here. Now listen, when you're dating and you find that you have reached a certain point with that special person in your life, you're not going to want to listen to me say a goddamn thing. You're going to want to go to one of your parents or a responsible adult and talk to them about how you're feeling.
Your mother.
Good rap, guys. We'll check in next week. All right, so here's my dating situation. So, met this gal on Bumble.
Stop talking. End there. That was perfect.
Yeah. Met
this gal on Bumble. It was pretty cool. We're going to meet this week. We're going to go to a bar that has, like, skee-ball and pinball machines.
Chuck E. Cheese?
No. It's not a Chuck E. Cheese. It's not a Dave & Buster's. It's like a bar in a cool part of town, but it just has like skee-ball, air hockey, and some like gaming machines. So we'll see how that goes.
And now, are you still... Well, let me ask you a question. When was the last time that you had any contact with the ex-girlfriend, not ex-girlfriend, but ex-lady,
the doctor,
who your friend with benefits? When was the last time?
No, not the doctor. The doctor's in South Carolina, brother.
Yeah.
The nurse.
Your friend with benefits.
Nurse. The last time I talked to her was, I think, the last time that I said we talked. Like, there's been no contact.
One consecutive game.
Q
2022.
No, there's been zero contact.
Okay.
Zero contact.
Well, that's a shame. That was the best thing you had going.
I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't a long-term thing. It was not meant to be.
I'll never forget the first time we played that violin. The first time. And I
don't want to talk about getting stabbed in the back.
Hall of Fame moment. You dropped it on a dime, Thomas. Like I don't know. I don't even know how you have that.
I still play it from time to time, man. I still have it on my desktop.
But you played it at the perfect moment, and I'm at the dentist the next morning on a Tuesday morning, right after we had done our podcast, and she's in my mouth going woo, 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 and
Jesus.
I'm just
He's getting his tires changed.
Yeah, and I think about that moment. I think about talking about Kevin's love life, and I hear the violin in my head. And I start to chuckle as these instruments are in my mouth. And she's like, you need to stop. Like, I'm going to...
Sorry, Andrew. Almost made you a cripple, man.
Yeah, she's like, I'm really going to mess you up if you don't stop laughing. And I'm like, you got to take this out of my mouth for like 5 seconds.
All right. Okay. So, Tomas, two things. One, exactly. I need you to isolate the sound of Jude saying...
You got to take this out of my mouth for 5 seconds.
One, so she was in my mouth. Yep. And then two, isolate the sound of him saying, can you take this out of my mouth for like 5 seconds? Please and thank you.
Jesus.
Move that. That's a critical project, Thomas. Move that to the top.
Guys, in the meantime, we got 10K from Cajun Sands, man.
Wow. Cajun Sands, he doesn't screw around. He really doesn't. Thomas, play the take it to the top. We got to get to questions.
Nikolai, I made you think of Police Academy with my dental work mouth noise. That's like the best
Michael, what was
I've
that
ever
guy?
had.
Yeah, what was that?
The guy with the cool.
He still does the sounds, by the way, on YouTube.
Nikolai, what
are
you doing? Shouldn't you be like? Isn't this like your bachelor party or something?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be getting ready?
No. You should be right where he is, listening to our podcast instead of having his bachelor party.
Look at this.
In fact, this is his bachelor party. Welcome to your bachelor party, Nikolai. Cheers,
Thomas. Take it to the top already.
Speaking of taking it to the top, that cup will never get to the top.
Heyo.
It will. Trust me.
Michael Winslow. Thank you, Tiger Saint. Michael Winslow was the 80s.
What was your favorite mouth noise that he made?
Oh, well, my favorite performance by him was Spaceballs, for sure.
What?
So, Thomas, what we got first off?
We didn't have that many questions, unfortunately, so we'll take some in the chat. Post your favorite ones, guys. First question from Cook Duke. And he asks, what's the over-under on Deion Sanders coaching the Saints in the next decade?
No way. I don't think Deion can
15% and
a million to one.
I don't think Deion's got what it takes to coach at the professional level.
Look, maybe
I disagree.
Cook Duke, I know you're at least my age, and so I know you saw him high-stepping in the end zone on the fleur-de-lis in a playoff game in the Superdome as a member of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm not joking when I say I would rather Kevin Held be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints than Deion Sanders.
I'll take it.
I would rather bring back Mike Ditka. Mike Ditka now. Like 80-year-old.
Yeah.
Possible invalid, stroke-ridden Mike Ditka than Deion. Like Deion's and this is it. Deion's going to be a really, really good college coach.
This is no reflection on his capabilities.
Because he's going to recruit incredible.
Yeah.
But like the skill set to be a college coach and a pro coach is completely different. We saw that with Nick Saban.
Oh, dude, he might be great. He's
going to be
about
really
that.
good.
I don't want Deion Sanders anywhere near the Saints ever.
We're not over.
Are we not in agreement? Like I don't.
Nope, we're not over it.
I mean, are we not in agreement? I don't know Deion personally, but the impression I get is, like we've all discussed, he's a personality. That's going to go great for recruiting. But as far as X's and O's go, he doesn't know anything, does he?
Oh,
you can hire somebody to do that, man.
Maybe he'd be good.
Ed Ogeron won a national championship, Dave, and he's a Cajun Muppet, for God's sakes. I mean, come on, man.
Look, Deion Sanders is all that is unholy and awful. Like, that would be worse than Tom Brady being our quarterback for me.
Tom Brady and Sean Payton 2023.
I know most of you Saints fans that listen to this, like, you don't probably remember what Deion Sanders did to us. But, like, to me, Deion is above Roddy White in terms of Falcons I hate the most. He's above Roddy. To put it in context.
Was he on the Saints killer list? Was he in the Saints
100%. 100%.
Deion, yeah.
100%.
He murdered Bobby Hebert.
That dude owned Bobby Hebert more than anyone in the league.
Wait a minute, Ralph. You would. Shit, what was I going to say? You just made a comment, and now it made me question.
I'd rather Mike Ditka.
No, it was after that. You said that a while ago.
I mean, I'd rather Kevin.
No, shit.
I just feel like Deion, like X's and O's, isn't that important in college. Like it matters, but like you can recruit your way to success in college football.
Yeah,
you really can.
Right.
You know.
Next question.
I would rather beer advice from Dave that I have to take than Deion Sanders coaching the Saints.
Wow.
This is really annoying me. I had something to say. It was not. Yeah. Ralph made some comment, and I had a comment about the comment.
Then we'll get back to it. Thomas, what's next?
No, we're not going to get back to
we'll
it.
switch to the chat. We'll mix it up. Hatchet John asks, do we want Aaron Rodgers when he inevitably
That's what I was going to
leaves
say. No,
Green
stop.
Bay?
Hold on. Wait, Ralph, you would take this kind of goes. Ralph said that you want Tom Brady. You would take Tom Brady and Deion Sanders. Wait, you would take Tom Brady quarterback Saints next year? After this season, after seeing Tom Brady this season, I mean, he's over
Deion Sanders.
Dave.
No.
I have talked myself into Billy Joe Hobart and Danny Werfel. You
and
think
Jameis
I
Winston.
can't talk myself into Tom freaking Brady?
I mean, did you watch the game yesterday?
I did. Do you not know me? I could be
Sunday.
No. I'm not saying it's between Andy Dalton and Tom Brady. I'm saying it's between Tom Brady and unknown. Hopefully somebody we can find is better than
I have talked myself into Deshaun Watson. Both Billy Joes.
Shame on you.
Aaron Brooks with a torn arm.
Todd Bauman.
There are no depths that I will not talk
Adrian McPherson.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Who's lining up
Dave,
under left guard?
Dave, I bought a Wade Wilson jersey.
Ooh.
You think
last week? That's an unusual purchase to make last week.
I'm just saying, you must be new around here, man. Of course, I could talk myself into Tom Brady.
Ralph, if you could please refer to Wade Wilson by his proper name, Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow.
That would be
Wade
that would be
Woodrow
good.
Wilson.
Rest in peace, Woodrow. Saints legend.
Next question.
All right, next question from Saints Rabbit.
Wait, I interrupted a question we never actually even got to.
Oh yeah, right. So maybe
whatever that
we'll
other question was. Yeah.
Would you take Aaron Rodgers next year, or whenever he inevitably blows up?
Well, I think we answered that. If you're going to take Tom Brady, why wouldn't you take Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, sure.
So we did answer that question.
Sounds better than Ian Book.
No.
Sounds better than Ian Book, a guy that we actually started in the last 2 seasons.
I would.
That was a COVID casualty.
I will take the wilderness over Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. Give me the wilderness.
The streets.
What, the band from?
That's right. Kevin Held is for the streets.
He is. Okay, next question from Saints Rabbit. In a world where Payton comes back to coach the Saints and Tom Brady becomes our quarterback next season, how do you think officiating will play out? Increase in penalties, decrease in penalties, or about the same?
This is an easy one. It's about the same.
This question is incredible.
No, I mean, this is easy. It's about the same because you've got Payton. He's going to be getting all of the bullshit calls. Right. You've got Tom Brady, who's going to be getting all the bullshit calls. Yeah, but on the other side, and I think the two of them together, they cancel each other out, and you're back to square one.
Well, that's good.
We will have a breaking
way
news
better than what we deal with now.
We will have a breaking news podcast where I announce Tom Brady has been arrested because he broke a Microsoft tablet over a referee's head and murdered them. Like, don't you think Tom Brady will go insane? That would be amazing. I'm that question alone. Like, I'm totally ready for Tom Brady, Sean Payton, 2023. I'm there. My mind is ready. My body is willing.
But how would you answer this question, Ralph? I'm just curious. Like, how are the Saints officiated? If you swing the pendulum one way with Sean Payton, where all refs hate him, and they're ready to hose the Saints by all means necessary, and then on the other side of the pendulum, it swings all the way the other way, and Tom Brady's on your team, and he's looking at the ref, basically pointing at him every time he throws a deep ball and it's incomplete. He's like, "Where's the flag? Where are you at, boy? Where are you at?"
Yeah, I think it would be
every official that has to ref a game where Sean Payton and Tom Brady are on the same team. They're going to be like, it's like a deer in headlight frozen. Like, oh, do I throw the flag? It's Sean Payton. I think I'm supposed to throw the flag. Oh no, wait, but it's Tom Brady. No, I'm not supposed to. I don't know. What do I do?
I think it's the Saints. It would end terribly. It'd be like Kenny Stabler, the sequel, probably. But I'm for it. It'd be fun.
That's a great question. I nominate that. That's up there for question of the year, I think.
It is. It really is.
Next question.
Okay, no more questions unless we get some last second from the chat, but I'm not seeing any.
Yeah. So,
by the way, Thomas, are you saving the best ofs over the year to submit for our
of course I am.
Possibility of winning Best Podcast of the Year again?
As repeating as being
by the way,
we need to repeat as champs.
Viewer.
We need to repeat as champs.
Yeah, we do. By the way,
what we need to do is get Tom Amansky on here as a guest.
Kyler Murray tore his ACL. I'd like to congratulate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for winning the NFC South.
Oh, damn.
There you go.
Yet.
When you were telling me one of your scenarios earlier, it required the Cardinals beating the Buccaneers, right?
It did.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy ain't it.
I want to see if I can harmonize with that violin on this guitar.
So it's game prediction time. Thomas, let's recap last week.
Good, though. Pretty good, mate. You got a good ear. You got a good ear, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Last second question. I missed it from Osman. If Dennis Allen is fired, who would you like the Saints to hire as the next head coach?
Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
Mike Ditka. Jim Mora. Jim Mora.
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders. Coming back to first question.
He's been on Sean Payton's staff before. He knows the lay of the land. Louisiana legend.
Go Tigers.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, let's get weird.
The only right answer.
That's right.
Big Ed.
I think we promote Zach Strief just based on the sourcing that I would get. That would be insane.
Yeah,
dude, he would block you. He would block you so fast.
He's like, I'm too big time now.
He would
never lose the number.
He would ghost you like Casper.
Oh yeah, Hatchet John says Kevin James. Let's hire Kevin James. Sticking with that, actually, I'd like to hire Emilio Estevez from the Mighty Ducks. I think he would do a great job.
Well,
little Gordon Bombay.
Yes, I would like to hire Gordon Bombay.
So Thomas, the picks.
Ooh, Saints Rabbit.
By the way,
or Rick Moranis. I would hire. Wait, no, I would hire Rick Moranis from Little Giants. Actually,
yeah.
Going to draw up a little annexation of Puerto Rico.
Yes, that's right. That is absolutely right.
Cajun Senses hire Pee Wee Herman. That could get awkward.
Paging Mr. Herman.
Before or after the
incident in the theater.
Yeah. If he can put up X's and O's, he can walk out in the trench coat and only the trench coat.
Like he was the only one doing it.
Like if you can,
did Fred Willard get busted for doing that?
It's not like he was Adrian Peterson, am I right?
Yeah. If he can get 11 and get us to 11-5, Pee Wee Herman, we'll take care. We'll get that taken care of. What we're saying, Thomas. The game picks from last week. Let's recap it. I feel like I should get credit in my Thursday change. Is like voting again.
Don't worry, you'll get credit, man. Don't worry about that.
I feel like my prediction deserves to go below Dave after that.
Wait, I had negative 2 points last week, didn't I?
Okay, guys, let me give you a quick recap. Okay, Andrew locked the Saints to win it.
I'm done giving serious predictions. From now on, you're getting ridiculous predictions from me.
Good. Okay.
By the way, I predicted the score 6-9, not 9-6, 69.
You want me to give you, deduct some points?
I don't really give a shit what you do at this point. It really does not matter. I have
okay, Andrew, you locked the Saints to win it, -5 points for you. Dave, you kind of predicted the Tom Brady Hail Mary. So for that, I will give you 5 points, but I'm thinking about that. Maybe I should give you -5 points instead for bitching again.
If I would have had courage, that pick was perfect.
And actually, guys, this wasn't the final tally for the prediction. These were the final predictions because Ralph changed his pick. And for that alone, you get minus points. Moreover, man, you chose the Saints to win and you locked it in. So minus 10 points for you for that. Kevin, you get 1 point for predicting the...
He should get more negative points just for changing midweek, which is...
Wait, how many points did I have going into the week? Negative what?
-2.
Negative
right?
10. Negative 10.
Oh, okay.
Where am I at now then?
Let's see.
Oh, here. Oh, that was okay. All right.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh, so I did move up. Okay. All right. I thought that was after last week.
Kevin's in the lead.
Okay.
Gross.
Oh, this is much better. No, I have no problems here.
Tiger Saint says my cat is the ultimate champ. Thank you, Tiger Saint. You know what's what.
All right. So yeah, that was good. I got fine. All right. And I'm only 1 behind Andrew at -4.
Wow.
Plot twist though. This is like golf. Lower the score, the better. So I'm winning.
So Dave, who you got?
I'm 5 under par. I'm gonna go first. Who do I have? I gotta think. Oh, it's Falcons hate week. Look, the Saints are terrible. They're a terrible team.
So is Atlanta.
You're jumping ahead of me here, but
hold on.
Yeah.
I got to interrupt this podcast. My buddy just sent me a text. So I'm in a 12-person league, and it's all friends except for my son. My son is like the one kid in our league. And my buddy texts me. He's like, WTF, what is this? Some kind of weird gamesmanship. My son was up 88.60 to 88.48 against my buddy in fantasy. So up 0.12 points.
And he had a guy playing tonight, and
he had a guy playing tonight, and he
your son's a fucking genius. Your son is a
he
fucking
benched him
genius.
because he was worried about him fumbling.
That is a
negative point.
That is a pro move. Your son is. You should go.
He's
go
on the road to being a gambling degenerate.
I don't know if you guys can see this.
And kiss
right
him.
here.
Give that sweet prince a kiss. You're not even getting it.
There it is. There it is. See, empty. You see that right there?
Your son. Maybe he may be.
He took a knee. He took a fantasy knee.
No, that is what you do. That is what you are supposed to do.
I know it's what you do, but I'm just saying he took a knee, a fantasy knee. At 12 years old, that is, I have never been so proud in my life.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it sounds like you didn't even teach him that. It sounds like he figured that out on his own.
By the way, I beat Kevin as a 32-point underdog in fantasy.
That is incredible. Your son,
Dave, he with a spoon.
Your son is a fantasy football savant.
Aficionado, yeah. So it looks like Dave is already
I spoiled your prediction, Dave.
Yeah,
that's what you get for bitching.
Oh my God. Anyway, sorry. Well, I got interrupted by Andrew. Anyway, I'm going with the Saints because what the hell? It's Falcons hate week. If they're going to win a game, it's going to be this one. Right. So I'm saying Saints 27, Falcons 21. Your player of the game is going to be Andy Dalton, and I've never been more sure about anything in my life. So I'm locking that shit in.
Thank you, Tiger Saint.
I don't think you have any locks, man. I don't think I can lock it in.
Wait. No, I think you can because I think Ralph.
You're gonna have 50. To say please, Dave. Please, Thomas,
lock it in.
I think Ralph
can lock it in your heart, Dave.
I think Ralph is 50, and I know one of them he stole from me. I'm stealing that shit back. I went in like the Italian job. I got that shit back, and I'm locking it in. There we go.
So I'll go next. Here's the thing. Everybody listening to this podcast hates the fact that I keep saying the Saints are alive for the playoffs and they still have a chance. And you think, oh, I'm done. The Saints can't hurt me. It's over with. They can't hurt me anymore. I'm here to tell you, you are wrong. The 2022 Saints are about pain everywhere. And just when you think you are out, they are going to pull you all the way back in, even though you know you shouldn't. They will. I can't lock it in because I'm out of locks, but in my heart, I'm locking it in.
Yeah, he's definitely out.
Saints 45, Falcons 7. They are going to eat Desmond Ridder alive.
I want to know who's scoring.
MVP.
It says 45-10 on there.
45-10, whatever. Star of the week, Andy Bleeping Dalton. 4 touchdown passes, 1 rushing touchdown. Tampa's going to lose to Cincinnati. Saints are going to be a game out, and we are going to begin sweet, sweet delusions again next Monday.
Ralph and I are on the same page as far as the Cajun carrot and Saints winning. What we are not on the same page as if the Saints win this game, if and when they win this game, I'm not going to take this as a harbinger of things to come. This is just going to be a one-off. They're going to win this game, and then they're going to go back to being the losers that they are. I just want to go on record of saying that. Despite the similarity in Ralph and I's picks.
Shut up!
That's where we defer.
All right. My turn. Can I go now? So picture this. Desmond Ridder in the Superdome. His first start of his career. I will be there, by the way, with my son, who has a girlfriend, who takes a knee when he's playing fantasy football.
Wait, is he bringing his girlfriend with him?
No.
Oh.
My son and I, by the way, we went to the Saints-Falcons game in Atlanta, week 1 of the season. Right. The Saints won that game.
To the highlight of the 2022 season.
Pretty much. It was. It really was. And little known fact, historically, the Falcons lead the series 55-54. So if the Saints win on Sunday, for the first time ever since it was 0-0, we are back even with the Falcons, thanks to the layman's work that Drew Brees did for a long time. And we're back to 55-55. Okay? Saints, 27. Falcons, 14. Marshawn Lattimore is back. He is going to intercept the ball with his asshole again. And he's going to have a pick 6.
Wow.
We've been missing these interceptions.
Is that rim
all
game
year
that Kevin was talking about?
Your dad says the series is 54-53.
Lattimore is going to intercept 2 balls. One of them back for a touchdown, the other one with his asshole.
Rimworld. He's playing Rimworld.
Hey, Thomas. Lock it in.
Well, this is interesting. We are all a bunch of idiots, aren't we?
Probably.
Or
I'm on Twitter in my office making my pick, and I'm like, I'm going to pick the Saints. I'm going to be the only one that picks the Saints. Like, there's no way. Everybody else is no. And then sure enough,
you wanted to be clever, huh?
Yeah, all of us. Idiots.
I mean, I blame Nikolai. It's the tears of the Falcon. I've had too much of these, and now I'm.
Yeah, Juge, I have a question. What's my excuse then?
Oh my God.
Saints 13, Falcons 7.
Oh my!
It is going to be one of the ugliest displays of professional football. It's going to be, as Ralph would say, the proverbial cripple fight. Star of the game,
Timmy.
Jawan Johnson.
Is he going to be? Is he healthy?
He'll be healthy.
Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, all right.
He'll limp out onto the field and catch a touchdown.
Guys like Kevin and I, we don't change picks 7 days into our prediction.
Well, this is interesting. I can't believe we all picked
That's
the
why
Saints.
Kevin's in the lead, man.
I might have to switch around. But that's a tease, Andrew. It gives people a reason to watch the YouTube show on Thursday to see if I will waffle and be a baby and change my pick.
Here's my concern. My concern is that we're all coming at this, and this is really the first year of DA and him against the Falcons. And yes, we won the first game, and it was you can't even argue with it. That was the peak.
Magical.
Yeah, and that was the peak of the season. Like it peaked in week 1. I just have a little concern because I feel like maybe we're all living in the past, and we've forgotten that Sean Payton is not the coach of this team. And even when the Saints were, even in their worst years, Sean Payton was always able to get the Saints up and win a game against the Falcons. And I think this honestly, this will be the true test of DA.
But you know what, Dave? Maybe
he has to win this game. This is the same thing as like LSU and Alabama. Like LSU fans, they don't give a shit if you beat Alabama, like you're good to go. And this is like the same thing. Like I don't know whether he's got it in him, and I don't know whether DA has that killer instinct. That
dog in him.
He's got that dog in him. To get your team up just for one game, for that one rival game, even if you lose the rest of your games, that still requires a little bit of a dog.
Dave, if the Saints win on Sunday, consider this reality: Taysom Hill, as much of a fraud as he is at quarterback, would be 3-0 against the Falcons as a starter. And Dennis Allen, as much of a fraud as he is as a head coach, would be 2-0 against the Falcons.
Dude,
imagine
Falcons
the mileage that we get out of that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, Falcons fans hate Taysom Hill. Like, they hate him. Like,
he owns them. Yeah, he is a Hall of Fame Falcons killer. Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. But here's the thing, too, with the Falcons is not only will the Saints even up the series if they win, Sean Payton was 24-10 against the Falcons. The Saints have 53 total wins against the Falcons all time. Before Sean Payton arrived, the Falcons were like,
right. and that's kind of
15 wins ahead.
And that's kind of to my point. Like Sean Payton, like it didn't matter what year the Saints were having. Sean Payton, he got his team up for the Falcons, and you always had a very good chance of beating the Falcons at any time under Sean Payton. And of course, you could say Drew Brees, the two of them, and symbiotic.
Matt Ryan.
By the way, Desmond Ritter is a Raz god. He's 9'6'7" on the Raz.
So we don't have Sean Payton anymore. So I'm wondering whether we're going to be able to keep that good juju going or not.
Hey, if I said to you Sunday is the last win of 2022, are the terms acceptable?
Yeah. I'm honestly, that's kind of I'm already planning.
Where do I sign?
I'm already planning on that. This cup is so close to overflowing because I still don't think Thomas has this thing programmed.
Because
the impossible has happened, guys. Tiger Saint is in the lead.
Wow,
20,900 bits. He has overtaken Cajun Sands.
There's no way you program that graphic to overflow.
I forgot to ask this at the beginning or use it as a segment, but I feel like it's a good segment to end on. And I want everybody to answer. I feel like the Saints, clearly, they're 4-9. Like, we're back in, like, Ditkaville, Kevin. Like, this is bad. Like, they're 4-9. They average 12 points a week the last 5 weeks. Like, it's Ditkaville now. So I feel like we've come full circle for Saints fans, if you're 40 or over, where it's back to all we have is beating the goddamn Falcons. When I was a kid, that's all we have. That's all we had, and that's all that mattered. It was like, beat the freaking Falcons. These people that, back in the 80s and 90s, 15, 20,000 Falcons fans would invade the Dome because it wasn't sold out with season tickets. They could just buy tickets. And the Saints fans would do the same in Fulton County Stadium and whatever the Georgia Dome, right? So it mattered. Yeah. And I feel like, Kevin, the Falcons game, the rivalry with them, because it's not built on winning and championships and playoff success, it's built on pettiness, and Falcons failures are Saints successes and vice versa. I feel like this rivalry actually gets ramped up even more when both teams are terrible. And I know it sounds crazy, but I want it more than I ever have. Now that the Saints aren't winning, like I gotta have this freaking game Sunday. I gotta have it.
Yeah, I mean, there was no question in there, so I'm just going to agree with you, and I'm just going to say, listen, the mug graphic on the screen. See, here's what I think. I think it's actually deep. See, or wide, I should say. So we think of the mug like this, but really it's more like this. And so it can hold all of those bits that have been getting dumped in us. So that's how it hasn't overflowed yet. It's just an extra long mug. Oh, Dave, you haven't heard my theory yet. Dave, get on this. Get your earphones in. Get the earphones in, Dave.
Before he gets, thanks Saints Rabbit for 1,000 bits, and he said 1,000 tears for Ditka.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Dave, the mug, I figured it out. The mug is deep in the back. It's deep going away from us. We can't see it. That's why the mug hasn't overflowed.
Oh, sure, right. Yeah. Good excuse.
That Polish glass making.
I don't like
Polish glass.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
Andrew's not impressed.
2 first round, Payton.
math or science or whatever that was.
So
who won the MVP contest? Who is the MVP of MVP?
We have a video to play.
We have a video, so last chance to overtake Tiger Saint. Legendary show, guys, not only in terms of quality, but also in terms of generosity. Tiger Saint is in the lead still, Cajun Saints second, and Saints Rabbit in the third. Everyone more than 10k bits. But we have a video from 2 weeks ago, actually, from Hatchet John. Unfortunately, Tiger Saint, who was the MVP last week, didn't send me any videos. So let's see the video from Hatchet John. Oh man, Saints Rabbit coming out with the heat, 10k bits to take the lead.
That cup. Nah, that cup is totally. There's less in it now than there was before. I told you.
Is that like Messi? Is that Messi with the PK in the 96th minute kind of thing?
It was like the more you donate, the heavier the bits, so you have a more chance of staying in the cup and blowing the cup altogether.
When does this money start hitting my bank account?
It's going to fly me in for wherever the next thing is.
Oh, okay.
That's where that money goes.
All right.
Okay, let's see the video.
Saints Rabbit won, right?
We still have time until the video ends. Okay, let's see the video.
Hey guys, so I'm a little bit conflicted. Our season's basically over, and of course I want the Saints to win, but I also don't want Dennis Allen to get any more credibility because he is obviously not the coach of the future. I kind of just wish that our season could be over and we could just move on to next year. But on the bright side, at least now we live in a universe where the Pelicans are somehow good. So I guess we've got that to look forward to, right?
And Tulane. I like that.
What happened to Ralph?
Ralph, he left us. He just texted us and he said his hotspot went boom. Went boom, boom.
All right, well, I guess I'm the host now.
He just wants us to wrap this up and
line of succession. Andrew, get the Bible. We're gonna go to the 26th Amendment. Dave, administer the oath.
No. Before we leave, so hold on. Do we have a winner for this week's podcast?
Yeah,
of course we do. The winner, official winner at the last second is Saints Rabbit with 23,000 bits.
Million.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Oh,
like damn, Tiger Saint. I don't know if that's enough. That should be enough, but that's a little bit too late, I think. That matches Saints Rabbit, by the way, Tiger Saint.
All right, we got a tie.
No, it's not a tie because that would put him to 21-9. So Saints Rabbit would still win.
Okay, Great.
I think Saints Rabbit wins this week.
Yeah, we already called it anyway, unfortunately. But thank you, Tiger Saint, for the additional bits.
All the hanging chads have been counted.
Saints Rabbit.
He put one bit in there.
100 more. Just for good measure. What was I going to say?
We can't thank you guys enough. Listen, I got to say this. As our podcast, look, the Saints are 4-9, and the amount of signups that we've had, the support that we've had as the Saints get worse and worse, it's unbelievable. And we appreciate it so much. I know I talk about this all the time with Ralph, and we're just like, how the hell does this happen? And it's a testament to just like people that care about the Saints. And I believe that the community that we've built, the Saints fans that we have here, they're different than what you see on Twitter. They're different from the jury. It feels more like the people that go to the Saints games in the stadium. They really care about the team, love the Saints, and I'm glad that that's our community. So the Saints, like Cajun Sands just said, the Saints are trash, but you guys are awesome, and that's our community. So, hey, thank you guys so much. Anything else, guys, before we peace out of here?
No, that was
it. Nope. Good ending. What were you going to say, Dave? That was beautifully said.
Yeah.
Were you going to give me a compliment?
No, beautiful. No, I was actually the opposite. I was going to give you shit for it, but I'm going to leave it at that. I do want to say your son, he's my favorite. He's the star of the show.
He took a knee. At fantasy.
He's Kevin's favorite.
I'm his favorite.
I say this because your son's 2 years older than mine, and my son just got started in fantasy football, and I can only hope in 2 years my son would be smart enough to make that move.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Kevin's his favorite, so Kevin, thank you for being a role model of my son. For Ralph, whose internet is dead, he's out in the ether. We don't know where Ralph is. He's finished. For Dave in New Orleans, who didn't get enough Tulane talk tonight. Sorry about that, Dave. But not sorry. For Kevin, who is constantly made fun of and cut off, but we still love you. Gentlemen, the bar is closed.